Giza, one of the many cities in the vast and scorching deserts of Egypt, home of the mysterious pyramids of the pharaohs and treasures lost to time, one of the oldest civilizations known to man.
Yeah. Well, enough of that.
Been a while since I was last here. Didn't think it'd be to complete some ancient alchemist's shopping list.
Crazy, right?
No, there's crazier. But this is top 10 at least.
You sure you're going to be alright? I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm questioning someone like you, being a top agent and all, but...
No, it's fine. Just don't think I'm going to be of much help as I'd like to be with this busted leg.
I might actually have a way to remedy that.
How?
We can do it by using this.
That's just one of your translation candy bars.
Yes, but I can use my glassware to reprogram the nanobots inside of the bar to temporarily bind themselves to the broken bone. That should allow Agent Daye to walk, run, and move her leg normally for a time.
Are you sure? I mean, have you tested?
Go for it.
All right, Kaz, do the thing.
Doing the thing, Doctor.
Hey, quick question, Doc.
What's up, Charlie?
I've been meaning to ask. Those nanobots, how exactly do they leave our bodies?
I don't know. Didn't think that far ahead.
So I'm gonna have nanobots inside me forever?
Relax, Charlie. Their batteries will die in about a week and just dissolve. Probably.
I don't like how unsure you are.
Don't worry, you'll be just fine. They don't explode now.
Thanks, Doc. That's not concerning in the least.
Good to hear.
The nanobots are reprogrammed and have successfully attached themselves to her leg.
You should be good all now, Agent Daye.
Looks like it's good. Thanks.
Just don't try anything too extreme.
No promises.
Okay, now let's get down to business. Kaz, turn the holographic display for Operation Oasis.
Already on it.
A hologram? I heard lots of companies were working on this, but I didn't know you had one working.
Something I whipped up on my spare time. Saves a lot of paper for blueprints, and it'll come in handy when telling you the story.
A story, Doctor?
Yep, and it'll help us find the next item on the list. Now then, based on how Mordecai told it to me, it goes like this. In 1882, the British Empire invaded Egypt. Their invasion spread across the southern end of the desert, and along the way, they planted seeds in any oasis they came across. But because of the foreign conditions, the plants ultimately withered out and died. That is, save for one.
One?
That's where it gets interesting. The one plant that grew was an apple tree, but its apples were a golden color.
Golden apples? Like real gold?
I don't know, but to this day, it is yet to be found. The only mention of it is in a legend online. There are no other historical records or proof of its existence.
Then how do we find it?
This is where a theory from our good old buddy Myers' notes come in. According to Mordecai, that alchemist believed that somewhere in the southern tip of the desert, there was a patch of land with soil that was far different than normal and could produce flourishing plant life no matter what was planted there. Soil that, if my thinking is correct, which it is most likely very similar to the soil used to grow that soybean crop in Japan.
So we have to find a single apple tree growing golden apples that no one has apparently ever found in the middle of the vast desert.
That's basically it, yeah.
Yeah, this won't be hard or anything.
There are many oases in the desert. It'll take a while just to get to a few of them. We'll have to prepare for a long journey.
Alright, Kaz, mark us the location of all known oases on the southern tip of the desert and create the best route for us to take.
Am I just a GPS to you now?
Do you want to be a toaster next?
I'll behave.
Sun's just about to go down. I'll go get us some gear for tomorrow before everything closes.
Hold up, I'll come with. So, how's the leg?
Manageable. I told you I've dealt with worse than a broken leg.
Oh, I know. I was just, making sure. Also, I just wanted to say, glad you're on our team.
You've said that a total of 10 times since we left Japan.
Sorry, it's just, not every day a rookie like me gets to work with someone like you.
McKay, please stop acting as if I'm some sort of celebrity and keep your mind on mission.
Right. I am. So, what made you want to join DOTS?
That's classified, McKay.
Ah, right. Of course.
You?
Huh?
Why do you join DOTS?
Well, this and that, and my father was a cop, and, also because of you.
Me?
Well, it was a little later after I had joined, but I read this one report about Dusk and how you had stopped a potential terrorist attack all in a single day. You've saved a lot of people. I knew then that I wanted to be just like you.
And how's that working out?
I can't seem to do anything right half the time. Over 30 missions, and most of them ended up in failure. I can't even fight or shoot well.
Then maybe you should quit. Give up and go find a line of work more suited for you.
But I don't want to. If I give up, I'll live in that regret for the rest of my life. No. I want to see each mission through to the end, no matter what. That's so funny.
Nothing. You just remind me of someone.
Oh, who?
Classified.
Right.
But she was a lot like you when she first started too.
She?
Classified.
I know.
Tell you what, McKay. You really want to become better at this job?
Well, of course.
Then I'm going to train you. Taxi!
You? Train me?
Fair warning, though. It won't be easy. I will push you past every limit you have until you have none left. So, if you don't feel you're up to it...
No. I accept.
Good. Your training begins now. Take another cab. This one's full. I'll meet you at the place we're getting our gear from.
Wait! What place is that?
That's your first test. Figure it out.
This mayonnaise I procured from Menace in Japan. Why are you different from the rest?
I'm back. What you sciencing over there, boss?
Just working on reverse engineering our prize mayonnaise. Were you able to find what hotel Menace is staying at?
I did. He and his friend are staying at Ukmar Inn.
Excellent! When they depart, we'll follow behind them, and once they find the treasure for us, we'll snatch it and make it our own.
That's a good plan, boss.
You said it, Clancy.
Yeah!
Hi.
How'd you get in here? Don't make me shoot you full of holes.
Do you know this man, Clancy?
I'm pointing my gun right at his head. Does it look like I know this guy?
I'm Frank Franklin.
Who?
I'm here for the job.
Job? What job?
The one you put online. I'm here to help you on your dangerous mission.
You posted an ad online?
Ad? Oh, that ad! Yeah, this was before I started working with you, boss. Figured I needed an assistant or someone who could watch my back for me on the mayonnaise job. Must have forgot to take it down.
So, can I work with you? I have a resume.
Let's see here. Multiple success on grand larceny, never been caught, unrivaled at pickpocketing, assassinate a man with a cannon while dressed as a clown. I must say, this is, rather impressive.
Do you think that's a good idea, boss? We don't know nothing about this guy.
Did I mention I'll do my first crime for free? It's part of my buy one, get one free deal.
Welcome aboard, Mr. Franklin.
Thanks! Also, here's your wallet.
Wait, I thought it should have been... Thank you.
Boss? Can I talk to you for a moment? Still think this is a good idea, boss? You saw how fast he went for your wallet.
Indeed. He can stay for now, but we should keep an eye on him just in case. A word of caution, Mr. Franklin. Should you try anything I do not like or that I find is against me, I will personally see to it that you endure pain and suffering, the likes of which are beyond your wildest comprehension. Is that clear?
Okay. Here, have a bagel.
Oh, why thank you. Clancy, why didn't you think of bringing me a bagel while you were out?
Sorry, boss.
4 days worth of water,
Check.
4 days worth of food,
Check.
and luggage.
Check.
Alright, looks like we're all set to explore the desert.
Not quite, Doctor. I just checked with the guides over at the trading post. None of them will come with us. When I explained what our expedition was for, they said they didn't want to risk their lives for a myth.
A guide? Pfft, we don't need one. We've got my glassware to guide us through the desert.
No can do, Doctor.
What do you mean?
My GPS functions aren't working. From what I can tell, I got a bad case of the sunspots.
Sunspots? I knew the sun would be out there to get me one day.
But don't worry. I calculated this might happen, so I called up Mordecai while you were sleeping, and he's sending a guide.
Wait, who is he sending?
The best one he's got.
Oh, not him.
What happened, Doc?
Kaz called a guide for us while I was sleeping.
Really? That's great.
No, it's not. This is what I didn't need. He's...
Hey, look, that plane flying overhead.
It says the Mordecai Institute on its side.
We better get to the nearest airport and...
No.
Huh? But we gotta meet the guide when the plane lands.
Knowing him, it won't.
Wait, someone just jumped out of the plane.
Yep, he's making an entrance.
There's his parachute. Let's move out of the way.
And with that, a perfect landing!
There he is, as grandiose as ever. Nice to see you again, Todd.
Well, wait. You aren't...
That's right, young man. I am the seeker of adventures, the craver of thrill, and the glutton for excitement. Feast your eyes on the might that is Todd Jackson!
Wait, who's this guy?
Gasp!
Erin, you don't know who Todd Jackson is? He's the star of the TV show Go Beyond, Ultimate Action Superstar, a series about stuntman and adventurer Todd Jackson surviving impossible odds around the world.
I'm afraid there's not much time for binging shows with my workload. Wait, I vaguely remember scrolling past an article online about a man who wrestled 5 alligators with his bare hands on TV.
Yep, I did that.
And that's why he's so cool. His sense of adventure was what inspired me to become what I am today.
So Todd Jackson was your influence?
Well, to say that you both were my inspiration to join the organization. Not that one was more important than the other. I just wanted to say that...
Relax, McKay. A person can have more than one role model.
So, you're gonna be our guide, Todd?
That's right, Ivan. After all, it was thanks to Mordecai that I got my start in show business. I'm willing to help the old man out with anything, so long as I get to go on another adventure.
But tell me, Mr. Jackson, how is a TV actor going to help us navigate the desert?
I may be an actor, but I pride myself on the realism of the danger. There was this one season where I was stuck in the middle of the South American rainforest. All I had were my wits, a camera, and my fists! But mostly my fists.
Well, while I do appreciate you coming all the way out here, we can do this on our own.
Are you sure? I've been through the desert multiple times.
You've been through this desert before.
Several times, in fact. I remember this one time where I had a 5-day staring contest with a black desert cobra.
Did you win?
Wouldn't be much of an adventurer if I didn't. I'd also be very dead, but that's beside the point. I sometimes come here for relaxation. Nothing beats a nice vacation surviving an endless desert.
Okay, Doc, we gotta have him as our guide.
Agreed. We'll have an easier time navigating the Sahara with someone who's traversed it before.
Alright, fine, he can come with us.
Excellent! Now, adventure awaits!
It seems Menace's team has increased their numbers. That makes 4 against 3.
What should we do, boss?
I'm not sure. It's hard to think in this heat.
Here you go. A sun hat, a cooled bottle of water, and a fan.
Oh, why thank you, Frank. That helps immensely.
Hey, don't think I don't know what you're up to.
What?
You're trying to win the boss over by playing your nice guy routine.
I am?
And when the time is right, you'll strike and take the treasure for yourself.
I will?
Just stay out of the way and I won't have to hurt you.
Clancy, you're being really creepy. Please stop that.
Clancy, Frank, get the jeep ready. We need to be ready to leave when they are.
Right!
Yeah! I finished going over your gear and luggage. Looks all good to me. We're ready for adventure!
Alright, Kaz, pull up the map.
One map coming right.
Kaz? You there, Kaz?
What happened?
I can't get in contact with Kaz. I think my glassware's overheated, which means... no map.
Now, how are we gonna find all those oases?
Never fear, my friend. I have gone through these mysterious deserts countless times and remember where all the oases are.
You remember them all?
Of course! Wouldn't be much of a survivor if I didn't. Our first one is about 7 hours, south by southwest.
Awesome. Looks like we're back on track.
But my glassware!
We can't do anything about your glasses right now, Doc. We have to get going while we still have daylight.
Fine, let's go.
They're leaving. Clancy, Frank,
It's time for us to give chase.
Got all the stuff packed, boss.
And I got the Jeep gassed up and ready to drive.
Then let us depart. Onward!
I'll drive us there.
No, I'm driving.
Yeah, but I could drive through the desert like a fish swimming through the sky.
That doesn't make any sense. Give me that.
Whoa!
No,
Go!
I
Stop
got
that!
it.
Come on, man.
Get out of the way,
You got him the
Sam.
bagel.
You morons!
Alright, so what about this? You're out on a mission and you run into someone who can easily overpower you. You don't have your gun or any weapons nearby or on you, and there's nowhere to run.
You went through basic fight training.
Well, yeah, every agent does, but they didn't really teach us how to deal with, say, a really big guy.
No different than any other guy. There are a series of weak points on the human body you can try to hit if you're quick enough. Usually, 1 or 2 good solid hits in these spots, and you'll weaken your opponent's stance. They'll be too busy nursing their pain that it'll take practically nothing to knock them over.
One final hit, their own weight becomes their downfall.
Essentially.
What if it's a really good fighter? Like you?
Then you'll have to get creative. Or rely on a partner for backup.
Come on. Come on. Cool down already!
Why don't you relax, Doc? I'm sure your glassware will cool down eventually.
I can't relax until it's working again. I need my tech for this. And now my hand's all numb from that spark. Great. I can't use my tech, I can't use my glassware, I can't even talk to Kaz. The sooner we find that fruit, the sooner we can leave this terrible place.
Well, then I have some good news. The third oasis is just over this next dune.
Find anything?
Sorry, Doc. Couldn't see anything that looked like a golden apple.
Todd and I couldn't find anything either.
This is the last oasis in the southern end of the desert.
It's gotta be here. It's gotta. Perhaps it's buried. No, that can't be it. The legend must have got it wrong. Yeah, that's it. It's gotta be at another oasis. Todd, how far is the next oasis?
About 2 days.
2 days? I can't stay out here that long. With all this heat, my glassware won't work.
Maybe we should set up camp here for the night. We can get a fresh start in the morning.
Good idea. We can rest and get Menace's glasses out of the sun. I'll get the tent. Can I get your assistance, Mr. McKay?
Yeah, I'm on it.
Looks like they're setting up camp at that oasis, boss.
Perfect.
Perfect?
Menace has that assistant, a ninja girl, and the ultimate action superstar, Todd Jackson, on his team. Now that they've stopped, we have a most opportune moment to thin out the herd, as it were.
You want me to get the bazooka?
When I appreciate your enthusiasm, we need something a bit more subtle.
Gotcha. 2 bazookas.
Just get my chemistry kit.
Yeah! Here you go.
So, what you thinking, boss?
Here's the plan. I'll use this sedative that I've created to knock out that ninja girl. She seems to be their best fighter. Once she's out, we should have no trouble swiping the treasure for the remaining 3. The only problem is that we'll have to find a way to sedate her from a distance. If we try to get close, we run the risk of being spotted and captured.
We could always use my tranquilizer gun.
Wait, why do you have a trank gun?
I carry one for all trank gun related emergencies. Why, don't you?
This will do nicely. I just have to load my sedative solution into one of the darts like so. And we're ready to say goodnight to the ninja girl. Frank, get me a rag from the Jeep. The scope on your gun is filthy.
No, don't worry, boss. I'll get it.
Hey, he asked me to do it.
Stop trying to show me up all the time. I'll get it.
No, I'll get it.
You let go of the wreck. You did this in the Jeep already. Come on. Let go.
Keep quiet, you two, or they might...
You alright there, Todd?
Just a bug bite. Let's make sure we have the bug net red.
Stop kidding around, Todd. Todd? Todd? Todd! Guys, over here! Quick! Todd's fallen!
Now look what you did.
I think you're the one who bumped into the boss.
Yeah, if you hadn't tried to show me up. Now he missed his shot and they probably know we're here.
Good news, you two. We hit a target.
I guess it worked out, huh, boss?
Bad news is that you made me hit Todd Jackson instead of the ninja girl. Now, how are we supposed to get out of this desert without their guide?
I know how! We used Menace's guide to get us back!
Frank, that's who got hit with the trank.
Oh. I got nothing.
What the?
What happened?
I'm not sure. We were working on the tent and then he passed out.
Doesn't look like heat stroke. Hold on, let me look at him. Did anything odd or noticeable happen before he passed out?
No, only thing he mentioned was getting a bug bite.
There's a trank dart in the back of his neck. Everyone get some cover, now!
Right, come on, Doc.
This would be a lot easier if my glassware was working. Could have just scanned the sand dunes, right, Kaz? Good talk, Kaz. Good talk.
See anything, McKay?
Got the binoculars. Checking now.
Then look at this way. Both of you, down!
Yeah!
Don't see any movement out there.
They either fled or they're hiding behind one of the dunes, possibly waiting for nightfall. Let's pull Todd further into the oasis and set up behind the trees. I'll cover you.
Got it.
That was a close one.
Indeed. Let's keep our distance until tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Will you stop saying yeah all the time?
Yeah.
Dang it.
Anything yet?
Erin's still keeping an eye out, but so far it's all quiet. How's Todd?
He'll be fine. That dart was just a sedative. It was a strong one, though. Based on the size of the dart, it was enough to knock out Todd for a while. I have a feeling this is Walc's doing.
You think he's here?
I know he's here.
And without your tech, a map, or Todd to guide us, we're in trouble.
That's why I suggest we remain here and wait for Todd to wake up before pushing on. We have enough supplies, and if it is Dr. Walc and he tries to attack again, we'll be ready for him.
Sounds like a good plan. Is it all clear out there still?
So far. I'm going to go back and keep watch after I grab some water.
We have to keep going.
What?
Menace, we can't do that. We'll get lost out there without Todd.
Walc has a copy of the list. He's smart enough to figure out what we're after. If I want to get those apples before him, we need to go now.
Doc, we want to make sure Walc doesn't get those apples either. But we also need to think about this. In Japan, he had a guy with grenades with him. And in Venice, he had a whole mob. If he's that desperate to beat you to these items, who's to say he hasn't hired a whole militia by now and they've surrounded us all?
If he had a militia, he could have attacked us by now and won.
Good to see you have a lot of faith in us. But my point is, just because you're Mr. Smarty Pants doesn't mean you know what's best in any or all situation.
Yeah, then suddenly Dodds is walking off with my discovery followed closely by Todd Jackson's camera crew.
Look, I know you have certain trust issues and aren't fond of just teaming with just anyone. But sometimes we need to rely on others to get through things. And right now, Erin's got the right idea. She's been on tougher missions than this and has dealt with these types of problems. And if you trust me, you could trust her.
Fine. Have it your way. I don't care.
McKay, we're going to need to take watches throughout the night.
Alright, I'll take the first. You and Doc go and get some rest.
Agent Daye's asleep now. That means it's Charlie on watch. Time to make my move. Just gotta take a few things with me. Should be able to navigate back to Giza with no problem. I'll just use the direction of the stars and the sun, like they did back in the day. I'm not gonna take this lying down. I'm gonna find those golden apples myself, and before Walc. Tech or no tech. I am the smartest man in America, and I'll prove my greatness to the world one way or another. They'll see. Dr. Ivan Menace will leave his mark on history, and I don't need anybody else's help to do it.
Psst. Boss.
Huh? What?
Sorry to wake you, but Menace just left camp without the others.
What? Let me see. Give me the binoculars. It would seem the good doctor has decided to strike out on his own.
But why?
Who cares? This has worked out better than I could have hoped. Once he's far enough away from their camp, we'll ambush him.
Boss?
Then we'll force him to give up the chicken and make him take us to the third and fourth item's location without fear of interference from his allies.
Boss?
And once I have all the items, I will unlock their secret and prove to the world my scientific superiority over Menace.
Boss?
What is it, Clancy? Can't you see I'm formulating my master plan?
Yeah, but does your master plan include a bunch of rogue guys on horseback with guns surrounding us?
What? Good evening, gentlemen. We are in deep trouble.
Yeah.
Morning. Third day in the desert. First on my own. You want to work now, Glassware? It's been a whole cool night. Didn't think so. Whatever. I've still got my mind. Been walking all night. How far have I gone? Can't see the oasis anymore. Oh well. I'll come to town or another oasis soon enough. Out of water already? I thought I had more than that. Blasted miscalculations. Maybe this was a mistake. I could try walking back, but no. I'm not gonna face those two. This is my victory. I'll keep going.
There's no way he'll make it out there on his own. He's not that smart. He couldn't even figure out a simple riddle.
You idiot. You don't have what it takes to survive in this. Let someone who knows what they're doing lead this expedition. Erin, Daye, and Dots will be making this discovery.
Mr. Smarty Pants. Who clings to a stupid title like that?
Shut up! This is my moment! My discovery! No one has taken my triumphs away from me again. Not you, not Walc, not Dots, not Walc's henchmen, not some game show fire caused by Walc. No one. No one. Horses, leave me alone.
Gonna have to see you with us again, Menace.
Huh? Walc? Hey! Who are you guys? What do you want? Untie me!
We already tried that. It doesn't work.
Yeah!
Wait, who are you two?
These are my new associates, Mr. Clancy Carlton and Mr. Frank Franklin.
I'm the guy who threw a grenade at you.
And I'm Frank.
Silence, intruders. Our leader wishes to speak with you.
There's so many of those robe guys coming in.
Yeah, think they'll all fit in here? This tent's not that big.
Silence, intruders. Or be silenced.
Oh man. That guy's big.
You must be the leader.
You are correct. And for an American, you speak my native tongue well. I am Rashida, leader of my tribe. What are you doing in my desert?
I'm on an expedition to find the legendary golden apples.
The apples of the Golden Oasis, you say? Quite the tale, that one is. But why do you seek such a thing here? It is merely a myth, no different than those of other cultures.
If I told you, you wouldn't believe me.
Nonsense. Nonsense. You would be quite surprised by what I believe in. Remove that one's head.
Oh no! That guard is ready to slice up the boss!
Don't use that sword on me! Use it on Menace! He's the one trying to find that golden oasis!
Please, do not fear. One by one, you will all perish today.
Why are you doing this? We mean you and your tribe no harm.
As I said, you would be surprised by what I believe in. We are the protectors of the Golden Oasis, as our ancestors had done before us. We continue to watch over those apples, a tradition and sacred rite that has gone on for well over 100 years.
So you're saying the oasis is real? But you said it wasn't!
That I did. And once you have all been executed, it will remain that way. The power of the golden apples will not fall into the hands of mortals.
No!
Brothers, prepare your blades to appease the gods, and keep the holy fruit sacred.
Rashida, another intruder has been spotted near the camp.
What? Another? We'll execute these four later. We must protect the oasis. To the center tent! Yulla! Imsi!
That was a close one.
A close one? What are you talking about? Once they deal with that intruder, they'll be back for us. The inevitable has merely been delayed.
Don't worry, boss. I'm sure everything will work out in the end.
I do appreciate your optimism, Frank, but... wait. How are you suddenly standing in front of me?
Well, I walked over here. How else?
Frank? You got free? How?
Well, you see...
We don't have time for that. Untie me and Clancy at once.
Yeah!
That's much better.
Thanks, Frank.
Hey, should I untie the other science man over here too?
Leave him to his fate. Unless, of course, he decides to tell me the location of his blue-combed chicken. Then, perhaps, we may untie him.
Forget it, Walc. I'm not telling you. This is my discovery.
Stubborn as ever. Clancy, go find our Jeep and bring it around so we can get out of here.
I'm not so sure I can, boss. Those robed guys are everywhere out there. And they have swords and guns. Maybe even guns that shoot swords.
Clancy, are you a master thief or are you not?
I sure am.
Then show me just how good your thieving skills really are and steal back our Jeep.
You're so right, boss. I'm on my way.
You see that, Menace? With allies such as these, I have the proper means to get what I want, whether you tell me what I want or not.
Why, Walc? Why are you doing all this?
Because I hate you. Ever since that game show, my life has been nothing but mediocre, with humiliation and stupid internet memes. And it all stems back to you. You ruined my life.
I didn't do anything to you.
Didn't do anything to me. If you hadn't shown me up, I would have been on top of the world by now. So once I have this power you're after, I will prove my greatness over you and the Mordecai Institute to the world.
You too, huh?
What was that?
Walc, you can't go after that power. The alchemist didn't know what it could create. It could kill you. Or worse.
A risk I'm willing to take if it means besting you, Menace.
Boss, I got our Jeep back.
Excellent.
But we gotta hurry. That Rashida guy is on his way back.
Then I believe this is farewell, Menace. You really should have stuck with your other friends. Perhaps they could have helped you, as my useful eyes have helped me.
Yeah! But I'm more useful, right?
Shut up and drive.
Okay.
Come on! Gotta get free!
So, your friends left you behind when they escaped.
They weren't my friends. I left my real friends in the middle of the desert.
That doesn't sound like something a friend would do.
No, it doesn't. I'm such an idiot. Thought I could overcome any obstacle, do anything that I could put my mind to, become one of the many great explorers and inventors, if not better, and achieve greatness. But I was wrong. Walc was right. He's got the better strategy. He's got friends. He's the real Mr. Smarty Pants.
What's happened here?
The other three have escaped, but left this one behind.
Very well, then. We shall catch those three soon enough. For now, let us dispose of this intruder, while our brethren hunt down the others. Draw your sword, and strike on my command.
It shall be done.
Any last words?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for leaving my friends behind. I hope they can forgive me one day.
Your friends haven't abandoned you yet.
Farewell.
Hold it!
The other intruder!
Kill him!
Hold! Stay where you are. He's got a gun to my back.
Charlie! How'd you find me?
No time to explain, Doc. You got him, Todd?
Yes, I do.
Todd?
That is me. My acting skills know no bounds, even when it comes to masquerading as a member of a mysterious desert nomadic tribe. Now, hold still. I'll cut you loose.
Thanks, Todd.
No problem. When I came to, I used my tracking skills to discover that you have been captured and taken here. It's a good thing we found you when we did.
All right, let's get out of here. I'll keep these guys covered while you make a run for it.
Just one problem with that plan.
Problem?
Yeah, there's about 50 more of them outside, all pointing their guns and swords at us.
We're surrounded!
That was a very admirable escape attempt. But unfortunately for all of you, it came just a few moments too late. For as you see, my many brethren have returned from trying to find the other intruders, who I am now guessing was one of you.
Now what?
I suggest you put down your weapons and surrender. After all, the odds are against you either way.
You're right. That's why I brought backup.
What?
That's Erin! Now's our chance! Let's move!
Got it! Run for cover, Menace!
Running!
Have at thee! I gotcha! Oh my god, that's so loud!
Now it's getting good.
Whoa!
Get down, Doc!
Thanks.
So, that whole sneaking past me in the middle of the night and out into the desert, how did that go?
I retract everything I said about wanting to do things strictly my way. And I'm sorry.
All good, Doc. So, what's the plan?
See that really large tent in the center of their camp? Their leader mentioned it earlier. I think that's where the oasis with the golden apples is kept.
Wait, it's here?
If my hunch is right.
Okay then. You get the rest of them, Todd?
20 against 1? I like those odds. Oh, double punch!
Now's our chance. Let's move.
More running!
Right behind you!
Inside, quickly.
Let's see what's inside and... Whoa.
There it is. An apple tree growing golden apples.
Complete with a hole through the roof of the tent. It's letting in sunlight to keep the tree nourished.
The legends were true then.
And it shall remain a legend.
Rashida!
I told you before, I cannot let you have the golden apples. These fruits are for the appetites of the gods alone.
We won't tell anyone. Honest.
Your words mean nothing. You shall all die here as sacrifices to the golden oasis.
I'm out of rounds!
He's a big one. McKay, let's take him together.
Tag team. Got it.
Die, intruders!
Yeah!
How dare you strike me!
McKay!
Now you are mine! What? Get off me!
What'd I miss?
Kaz? Kaz? Oh, thank goodness you're back.
What happened?
TLDR, you got overheated. I think an overnight cooldown and keep you out of the sun long enough finally brought you back online.
Oh, well, do you want me to do an update and restart? Should only take 30 minutes.
Postpone that update, Kaz. Right now, I need you to scan that large rope man for any weak points.
On it. Scanning complete. He's got a weakened bone on his right shin. Enough force should knock him down.
Gotcha. Erin, Charlie, go for his shins.
His shins?
You heard him, McKay. Just like I told you.
Alright. I'm with you.
You are admirable fighters, indeed. I'll grant you that. But I am like the pyramids themselves. You could never move me.
Lights out! Uppercuts! Smash!
You still sound like a video game character when you do that, you know.
What? I like playing a lot of fighters.
Did we win?
We sure did, Todd. Great work, team.
Yeah, guys, I'm sorry for wandering off and leaving you behind. I let my ego get the best of me, and it nearly got me killed. Good time as any to get that wake-up call, I suppose.
Listen, Doc, we're just glad you're alright.
Menace, I've known you for a while now. During that time, I've seen you build one crazy invention after another, trying to prove how great you are. But you don't need to prove anything. After all, it's not my adventurous stunts or perilous quests that define me. It's who I am, and my actions toward others that define my greatness.
Thanks, Todd. Ow, 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 not the ear, not the ear!
Now, don't you ever go off on your own without us again, is that clear?
Yes, ma'am. Won't happen again.
Good. Now, can we get what we came for?
Something to do with this one tree in the middle of this tent, right?
Yep, that's the one. Geez, it's a miracle it's even able to grow out here in these conditions, let alone producing golden apples.
Given all the information you've told me about the other items you're searching for, you'd think it was magic.
No such thing. There's a logical explanation for everything. Even when it comes to golden apples, superior soybeans, and...
Yeah, go on, Doc. I'd love to hear your logical explanation for a teleporting chicken.
A teleporting what?
Well, it's really, quite, I'm just gonna pluck some apples. 1, 2, and 3. Now to put them in my pocket like so, and done! Now we gotta move.
Why? The whole tribe is out cold.
Yeah, but something else is about to show up that we can't fight, so everybody vamoose!
Oh no, Doc, I told you to be... careful.
Yeah, and all the excitement, I kind of forgot about that little glitch.
Glitch? That was a freaking black hole! And it just swallowed the tree!
Sorry, forgot to warn you about that.
Forgot? You forgot about a black hole! Next thing you're going to say is that he has a flying car.
Well...
I did once.
Okay. McKay, full report when we get back to Giza. Full report.
Yes, ma'am.
Menace, you should really get that black hole glitch fixed.
I said I'll be careful!
Oh no! What the heck did you do to my Jeep?
Hey, it's okay. The Mordecai Institute will pay for damages. Besides, it's not that bad.
And now it's totaled!
Like I said, they'll pay for a new one.
They'd better pay! I have business to run renting out Jeeps! I only have 2 Jeeps! What am I gonna only do with 1 Jeep in the middle of tourist season?
Just give them a call. They'll pay.
Well, now that you've got what you needed, I have to get going. I'm due on set by tomorrow morning.
Whoa!
Traveling by horseback?
What? Cairo isn't that far.
Always with the entrances. Thanks again for your help, Todd.
No problem, Menace. Good luck on your quest, and don't hesitate to call if you need any more help. Until we meet again, farewell! Hiya!
Now we only have 1 item left. Our next stop is...
Sweden!
Sweden! Oh, I miss you, Kaz!
Well, I'd hug you, but someone doesn't want to give me a robotic body.
Glasses with arms. I like that! I'll add that for later. For now, you two ready for our next stop?
Right behind you, Doc.
No sense turning back if we're this far. Besides, we've got a mission to complete, and an alchemical equation to investigate.
Alright, let's get back to the hotel, grab our stuff, and take off for Sweden.
Oh, and Charles, good work today.
Thank you, Miss Daye.
Please, call me Erin.
Well, thank you, Erin. That means a lot.
And Charlie, you were right. We do make a great team. All of us.
Well, then, what are we waiting for? Let's get this team off to Sweden.
Lead the way, Agent McKay.
Menace lives.
Oh, sorry about that, boss.
You mad, bro?
On the contrary, I anticipated that Menace would escape from that camp. He's far too intelligent to let a bunch of desert nomads finish him.
Well, at least that Todd Jackson guy is gone. So, taking them on might be a little easier next time.
Yeah!
And it's safe to say that since they mentioned Sweden as their next stop, that they were successful in collecting the 3rd item on their list. Just as I planned.
But what if Menace hadn't escaped?
Don't question my genius, Clancy. Now hurry up and pack. We've got a plane to catch.
Yeah! Off to Sweden!
Rashida,
What is it?
forgive my boldness in asking, but why are we not pursuing those intruders? They destroyed our sacred tree.
Because, brother, there is nothing we can do.
I do not understand.
I warned them, but they did not listen. All we can do now is pray that those fools do not misuse the power that they now hold, and awaken the wrath of the gods. For if they do, they will destroy us all.